I can do that really fast bit in Rap God. Summon them, me. I'm people what I gotta do to get it through jumps to be independent animated rubbers of the energy today, big shading and off me to glue. I'm never seen the mother image I'm showing how to give a motherfucking audience to feel like it's everything infinite and the haters have ever winning, but today I was like I have love to celebrate because I know the way they're gonna motivate it. I'm a calibrating music, give me calibrating music. Hi, I'm Marty, and today, welcome to episode 13 of this series that I do, Story Time, where I tell you a story that actually happened. However, unlike the channel Actually Happened, don't get me wrong, I am one for letting everyone having stories to tell, but not when they're fake like that channel. My stories are actually true. So last time I told you about the time my mate smashed my chances, but now I'm going to be telling you about the time Marty smashed his own phone like a knobhead. And I am going to be saying the word phone a lot in this video. And again, I already know that this is going to be another short one. But again, I feel like if I make longer story times, I'll be supporting the twats of YouTube, like those really stupid Play-Doh kid videos, or Actually Happened. By the way, that channel has been banned now, thank fuck. Hopefully people will stop trying to find that channel and switch to real stories that are genuine. I doubt it, because there are a lot of fake story channels, and I'm not one of them, I swear. Anyway, let's start this. I haven't said that in a while. We haven't even started yet, and already I can tell you that this is going to be a very breaking story. Jesus Christ. The date was 7th of October 2017, when I was only 15, 2 days after I released the Street Tekken video. It was a Saturday, and my mum and dad left me to look after the two little ones who you saw in the Meet My Little Siblings video, Freddie and Bella, who were 4 and 2 at the time. Back then, I used to hate looking after those two, because you know, when you're a teenager you just want to do what you want to do. I don't know if it's because I've matured a bit, or the fact that the pair of them are a bit older, making it a lot easier. Could be both, but I actually don't mind looking after them now. Anyway, so I'm forced to look after those two, and I'm already a little bit annoyed, but whatever. I decided to put my phone on charge because it was really low, and every time I babysit, and not the good type where you sit on a baby until you crush their ribs and puncture their heart and lungs and kill them, one of my parents would ring me after a while, so I had to make sure my phone doesn't die while I'm talking to them, because let's be real, we all know how that feels. It was a Microsoft phone, and even though I don't like Xbox, I still took it anyway. Well, I had no choice. I once had a kid from my school say to me, "What's the point in having a Microsoft phone if you don't have an Xbox?" To talk to people, you twat. That's the whole point of a phone. I refuse to be a part of the Xbox craze. The world is filled with too much idiots. I know PlayStation is 7 years older, but I don't care. I like being a granddad. Even if the PlayStation 5 is on its way. And not only that, but PlayStation has more content. I don't want an Xbox, I want a real box. Anyway, so I put my phone on charge, or so I thought. Yeah, for some reason the charger wasn't working, and when I say that I don't mean the socket or the plug, I just mean the wire. But I didn't have any wires left. So having to watch my siblings going on is one thing, but along with the charger not wanting to work for some reason, that really set me off. So in a fit of fucking rage, I full on threw my phone at the floor with all force. Now look, I am not a crazy person. I was just really, really pissed off. I'm not a bloody ADHD child who goes about breaking bowls, Fredda, and let's not lie, we've all broken something while we're really triggered. At least once in a lifetime. I smashed my phone, I broke one of Freddy's toys because I was struggling to get the relic in Hyperspace Way. I really hope that doesn't happen again when I start playing Nitro Car again. My mum threw a plate on the floor. I really liked that plate as well. And now, here's the thing. Normally when people let their anger out, they feel a bit better because they got it out of their system. But not this time. If anything, it just made the situation even worse. Because as soon as I did that, I looked at my phone, the case was off, the battery was out, and the screen was cracked even worse than a junkie's smacked up head. Now, don't jump to conclusions so quickly, because the phone still worked. However, you know how all phones have those 3 buttons at the bottom? Well, this phone did have that, but they weren't buttons, they were sensors that you could just tap, and the cracks on the screen was interfering with the sensors, and the phone started to have a bit of a mind of its own. So I thought, well, this phone's fucked, don't know what to do, I can't tell my parents because it's my fault. I was so desperate that I even looked up how to fix a cracked screen on YouTube. I made the mistake of letting How to Basics thumbnail trick me. What a dumbass. So, I had to make sure that they don't see it. If only I wasn't forgetful, because one time I was playing Tekken 5, I was sitting in the chair, my mum came in the room, my phone was screen side down, and to be honest, I wasn't even paying attention. I actually forgot, until my mum picked it up and said, "Oh, you broke your phone." Then she put it down and left. So I thought, okay, that was quick. So that's one, but still, I need to make sure Dad doesn't see it. Now look, I am not holding anything against him. I love my dad. Me and him are very friendly together. But he's really strict. But he's not a horrible, nasty person, no. He's strict, but fair at the same time. I'm the middle child out of 5, and if one of us got in trouble, he would give us a chance to explain ourselves without getting angry straight away. And not only that, but he's also very supportive, even if it's something that he doesn't quite understand. Like, for example, even though he doesn't like YouTube, he said, "Marty, if that's what you want to do, go for it." Anyway, so I'm downstairs, and again, it was my own forgetfulness that made him find out. I never learn, because I left it on his table, again, screen side down. He picked it up and said, "Oh, you dropped your phone." Then he put it down. That's it. And so I thought, phew, that was easy. So maybe I won't get in trouble after all. But I can't help but think that if I did the exact same thing the day after I got the phone, maybe they would have said something. I got that phone in September 2015, and this took place in October 2017. So I've used that phone for 2 years and 1 month. It was bound to happen sooner or later anyway. My dad even said it himself, "You can't be a teenager unless you have a cracked screen." That's actually the phone that you saw in the reading my old text on my old forgotten phone video. And I still have that phone to this day. I still have all the apps on it as well. Geometry Dash, a game where you join the different coloured dots together. A game where the piano is going in rapid speed and you have to touch the black keys. A Mortal Kombat Extra Large app where you pick a character and it shows the entire moves list with all 3 variations. I used to have Sonic Dash, but I got rid of it because it was pissing me off. Blake, I know you're watching this, since you really seem to like these storytime videos. You should show that game to your son, because it will stop the nightmares that Sonic.exe has left on him. It's funny how I'm over here smashing phones. Meanwhile, there are iPhones that can survive a bloody 12-inch bullet. But I'm still not touching them though. Samsung all the way for me. Even if they would get completely obliterated by the same used bullet. So yeah, moral of the story. Don't break shit. Unless it's your big brother's face. Anyway, so that was episode 13 of Storytime. That was a time how I smashed my own phone. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked this video, then share, leave a comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. And if anyone out there thinks that my videos are crap, let me know why in the comments, and hopefully I'll improve. And if you're new to this channel, or you've just found it, feel free to subscribe if you want. I'm Marty. Yule. Bye. I will see you very soon. I'm out. Film in the villain, in other words, I would bugger off. I'm not doing that one. So the other day I'm playing Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled, and lo and behold, guess who I see in the lobby? My brother. I tried to text him a picture, but then everyone left the lobby. Everyone got kicked out. But then I saw he was typing as well. That was funny. Anyway, hi, I'm Marty, and today, welcome to episode 14 of this series that I do, Storytime, where I tell you a story that actually happened. However, unlike the channel actually happened, now there's a reason why you shouldn't give that channel time of day. Because you can't, because it's been banned. Yay! My stories are actually true. So last time I told you about the time I ruined my phone, and now I'm going to be telling you about the time how I ruined a video because of my self-obsession. But first, let me give you a little backstory. On the 21st of July 2017, I released a video called Top 5 Games I Like That No One Else Does, link is in the description, and in the video I said that 100 subscribers I'll do a face reveal. But then my cousin April started her own channel in November of the same year, and she also said that she was going to do a face reveal at 100 subscribers. She stole my idea! and instead of telling her to change it, I decided to play the nice guy card and change my plan, even though I said it first, much to my regret now, because I hit 100 subscribers on the 24th of January this year, and it would have been a lot better, as you'll hear more why later on. Anyway, I continued to grow in subscribers around half of 2017 and all of 2018. However, at some point during early July, the subscribers stopped at 47, and I only needed 3 more to reach that milestone and make that video I'm really looking forward to make. It wasn't until the 19th of November 2018 I started a new college, and I met a lot of people who I got along with straight away. I didn't tell them face to face about my channel. They only found out because it was the first day. The staff gave everyone a sheet of paper, a sheet of paper, and it was basically asking us questions like, your name, I am Cuppa Cab. Your family, I'm nearly 30 and I go to my Mimo if someone's picking on me because I'm a right pussy boo fucking who. Your life, I get paid to be a complete fucking penis head looking annoying whiny puff with no sense of humour. What food you like, anything that has ginger in it. And finally, what 2 things would you bring to a deserted island? My girly wig and my makeup. I fucking can't stand that cunt. I even tried sitting down and watching him, it still didn't work. Anyway, sorry, I'm going to do this properly. I can't remember what I wrote in the food part exactly, because this was more than a year and a half ago. I listed my mum and dad and my 2 brothers and 2 sisters in the family part, and in the deserted island bit, I wrote down the things that I would bring. Toothpaste and toothbrush. But hey, it could be worse. One girl put, I'll bring my phone and charger. 1, you're on an island. How are you going to get Wi-Fi? And 2, how are you going to put it on charge if there's no plug socket? See, this is what I was talking about last story time when I said the world is filled with too much idiots. I know. Anyway, the main reason why I'm bringing this up is because in the bit where it said live, I did indeed put my love for making videos in it. After everyone had finished, we had to read them out loud, and when it came to me, everyone heard me mention my channel. Not that I was boasting or anything. 4 days later, I was talking to my new classmates, and they really wanted to know what my channel was called. At the time, my channel name was just my real name, Marty Yule. People were subscribing, but I didn't know the exact number. It wasn't until I came home, I checked it, and I was so happy to see that I hit the 50. I can finally start working on that video after a year and 4 months of waiting. However, that day when I hit 50 subscribers was a Thursday, and I upload every Sunday. 2 days prior, I recorded a video but didn't upload it because I was saving it for that Sunday. So on the 25th, even though I had 50 subscribers, I uploaded the video I recorded 2 days before reaching the milestone because I knew that there was no way in a million years that I was gonna take photos, edit thumbnail, film, edit, watch it back and release an entire video in just 3 days. Like, it just wasn't gonna happen because I had other shit going on at the time. I had to go college in one of those days, plus I had to go Comic-Con on the 24th with my brother. By the way, Blake, you still owe that stormtrooper your ID. Plus, I still live with my mum and dad, and my little brother Fredda has to share a room. So basically, I did not have time to make that video the first couple of days of having 50 subscribers. So after I released the video on the Sunday, I thought to myself, right, I'll start working on that video tomorrow after college. I had college in the morning, but only in the morning. Mondays were half days. My college was 3.5 days a week, Tuesday and Monday afternoon, were the only days where I could have a few hours of my bedroom to myself because my brother had to go to school. Guess what? I got an ingrowing toenail, but I soldiered on. I wasn't going to let my toe stop me from filming. As soon as I came, not in that way, home, I started the making of the video. But here's the thing. I made the stupid mistake of filming on a day where I had college in the morning and had less time to myself as a result. But despite that, I did all the video in one day, except the thumbnail. I did that separately. And I know what I said earlier. I knew that there was no way in a million years that I was gonna take photos, edit thumbnail, film, edit, watch it back, and release an entire video in just 3 days. Like, it just wasn't going to happen. But that was only because I had other shit going on in those days. However, I had to make that video twice, because the first time I finished it, it was shit. Even more so, because one, I made the mistake of filming the ending segment last instead of filming the beginning, then the finishing part before showing the photos. So because I saved the last part for the final bit to film, it was dark and you could barely see me. When it came to the showing the photos, the video turned into more of a slideshow than a video. But even that got fucked over. Hey, that sounds familiar. Because I wanted to show every photo in order, and some of them were out of place and or not in the right place. And even after fixing it, it was very choppy and clipped. And some photos were forgotten about as well. And finally, I accidentally left a watermark at the bottom right, and when a text popped up on the screen, it went over it. So I hated it. So I deleted it and started all over again. But on a positive note, at least I now know what to do at certain times and what not to do. And also, I don't have college the next day, so I'll have even more time. So now, I'm talking about the final look of the video that was released. I started the beginning and ending part first, but even though I still had plenty of time to record afterwards, I didn't film the slideshow part. Why? Burnout. Plus, the pain in my toe was getting worse. It wasn't until the 1st of December, the day before release, my mum and dad went out and left me to watch Freddie and Bella, and like I said in my last story time, I didn't mind looking after them at the time. So while I'm looking after them, I thought, I can leave them alone for a while. Freddie was playing Mortal Kombat 9 and Bella was doing her thing, you know, same old. So I finally recorded the remaining parts of the video. I finished, I edited it, but as soon as I was about to render it, I realised that I had forgotten 2 photos, so I quickly went back in there to record them and placed them in the right places. So after rendering it, I watched it back second time round, and it was better than the first take, but still, I'm not going to say that the video was terrible, because it wasn't that bad. It just wasn't the video it could have been. It was quite poor, and it's such a shame as well, because that video had a lot of potential. For starters, I mentioned this in my top 5 mistakes I made in my videos video. I hate that video, by the way, but the audio went very out of sync during the final countdown part. I completely forgot to mention my live stream I was going to do in a month, so I had to film that part separately. Some of the photos you could barely see. Instead of recording them, I should have took a photo of them like I did in my what I got for my birthday video I did not too long ago. But I didn't use my head. And finally, and this is the worst part for me, the fact that I appeared in the ending segment without a top. And I fucking hate that bit now because it feels so forced. And the sad part is, normally I love watching my videos back, but the fact that I uploaded it anyway because I didn't want all of it to go to waste, absolutely broke me. And just when you thought it couldn't get any more worse, as soon as I uploaded it, I got an email from YouTube telling me something about a third party because I had music in the video. Brilliant. But the only plus was that when I uploaded it, I got really positive comments. Brian Heaney said, "Good video." And then I got comments from April saying, "Well done, Marty, you finally got to 50 subs. I was actually looking forward until you did this. As well done, congratulations. Marty, you need to see my new video. I did stuff about you. That face, though. LOL XD. Also, why no top? To be completely honest with you, April, if you're watching this, I have no idea. But I even told you I was going to do that in the live stream that we did together. But anyway, I'm so glad people enjoyed that video. I'm not going to be too harsh on myself. I'm not going to start crying about it. I'm not a puss bag like Coppercab. But that video is my 11th most popular video out of the 338 I've made. 98 people saw that video, and I'm not going to lie, that is a bit embarrassing. But even then, it would have been even worse if the people who like to watch what I upload didn't like it as well, because if they felt like that the content I provided for them wasn't good enough, that would have made me miserable, and I absolutely hate that feeling. But hey, I'm not going to let my opinion as the person who made it spoil your experience. If you like that video, then thank you. My music teacher once said, even if you don't like it, you're going to get at least one person who says that this is well good and inspiring. So yeah, and the thing is, none of this would have happened if April didn't steal my idea. Now, this is not an attack on April. I love my cousin, and even though we're both very different, I'm a teenage boy who just wants to find a girl and also loves gaming and has a PlayStation. Meanwhile, April is a younger girl who likes Minecraft and ASMR slime videos and has an Xbox. We're very close, like, we're very close, like, well, basically someone who you're very close with. I can't think of anything, okay? Given the fact that I come from a bit of a very harsh family tree, April has helped me out so many times I don't even know the exact number anymore. I've known April for 12 years. I was 5 when she was born, and I can confirm that when she did that video saying that she was going to show her face at 100 subscribers, I know for a fact that something like this was not the first thing that popped in her mind. So yeah, even though she is part of the reason why that video is the way it is, she didn't do it on purpose. She just said it for fun. Same reason why I said it. It's not just April though. Some of it was my fault as well, and some of it was completely out of my control. But she showed her face anyway. But then again, so am I. So both of our videos have no reason to exist anymore. Or this one that you're watching right now. But in all seriousness, jokes aside, before I go on even longer than I already have been, bloody hell, 12, almost 13 minutes in, I just want to say, I have mixed feelings about that video. I had no idea that video was going to be 22 minutes long. It was rushed, and it's not the worst. I would rather watch the face reveal than my top 5 mistakes I made in my video, but it's one of the worst videos I've done in the nearly 3 years I've been making videos on this channel. If you still want to watch it anyway, it will be in the description along with my top 5 games that I like that no one else does, that started it all. But I'm thinking about, not now but later, but making a video where I take a look at all of my seasons, then choosing which video was the worst video from that season. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I'm honestly thinking that the face reveal is the worst video from season 12. But we'll just have to see. Anyway, so that was episode 14 of Storytime. That was a time about how I completely ruined a video that had a lot of potential. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked this video, then share, leave a comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. And if anyone out there thinks that my videos are crap, let me know why in the comments, and hopefully I will improve. And if you're new to this channel or you've just found it, feel free to subscribe if you want. And before I leave, I just want to say, Blake, if you're watching this, this game is a banger. If you ain't played this, honestly, Blake, you're missing out. This game is fucking brilliant. That's what my next Storytime is going to be about. Anyway, I'm Marty. Yule. Bye. I will see you very soon. I'm out. You know what I like about YouTube? They banned actually happened. Hi, I'm Marty. Yule. Yes, this is still season 36. Still ain't ended. I've renewed season 36 to have 3 more videos after this one. I was going to have another story time this week, but because there was a Crash 4 trailer that was revealed on the 22nd, I have to make a video giving my thoughts on the Crash 4 trailer that came out recently. I know I'm a bit late, but yeah, better late than never. I wrote down a few things. I wrote down a few notes so I don't forget. The first thing I want to mention, the game is called Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. Yeah, literally, it's about time. And it's good timing as well. Like, you can see it there. Because I mentioned this in one of my Crash Nitro Kart videos, but I didn't like Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled straight away. It took me a while to adapt. So, but obviously I do like it now. So it is a good game, just came out at the wrong time. But this one, good timing as well, literally there. The second thing is, as you can see by the screenshot that you're seeing, you're going to be walking upside down ways, and you'll also be walking like sideways, Basically, it's going to be a lot more complex than the main 3 games. And you've got these masks, which can do certain things depending on which mask you put on. And the time-stopping mask is going to make the game feel like Fractured Butthole, another game that I really enjoyed. The trailer looks brilliant. The character designs, I don't care what anyone says, they're fucking brilliant. I really like how the characters look. And another thing what I like about this trailer is they showed the new things that the game's gonna have, yet still manages to look pleasing to the old-time Crash fans who've been playing the franchise since the original Crash 1 came out in 1996. So it appeals to both sides of the Crash fan spectrum, if you kind of get what I mean. Yeah, you probably do. And I like that because there was this YouTuber called Worth the Buy, and he absolutely hates platformers because, and these are his words, not mine, but he says all platforms are the same thing, and they kind of are. Same reason why I said all Mortal Kombat games are the same thing, you know, 2 people beating each other up. But he said all platformers are the same, they don't add anything new. But I want this game to prove him wrong, because there's going to be a lot more than just bouncing around. And this is going to sound completely odd, but just hear me out. I really hope Crunch is not in this game. Not because I hate him, it's because this game takes place where Crash 3 left off, when Cortex and Tropy get turned into babies. And the only reason Crunch exists is Cortex turned back and wanted to build, labouring over day and night since the last time Crash defeated, which I'm assuming is going to be this game's final boss, you know. If Crunch just appeared out of nowhere, that wouldn't make much sense, you know. If you buy the game digitally, you get 2 free skins. Crash's skin is alright, but Coco's, oh, mate, guys, Billy, Coco's skin, So many people have been complaining about the new design, which I don't agree with. I like the new design, but there's a petition to get the new designs changed, followed by something that said, Toys for Bob, please don't ruin our dreams. That is the gayest sentence I've ever heard since I heard Simon Bird say I've lost a perfectly good Frisbee Pro. Want to hear more about it? Click the link below. But I don't like Tropy's design, though, I will admit. Alright, 2 more things before I go. The trailer said 2nd of October, yet there was another screenshot saying 9th of October. When is it? Make your bloody minds up, you bloody Toys for Bob. And also, please, no microtransactions. That's all I want to say now.
We need you strong. Okay.
Howdy, partner. My name is Marty, but the folks call me I'm Artie Yule. And let me give y'all.
Stay close. We'll do our best to stick to the trail.
Let me.
Damn weather. Been 2 days or more like this now. Oh, it has to blow over soon.
Let me give y'all a little backstory. On the 20th of January 2019, when I was only 16, I said this. Yep, she finally gave in, and now I'm finally testing the game out. But yeah, in all seriousness, with that I'm going to stop doing that accent. I really wish I was in their shoes right now, because England was going through a bit of...
Take it easy.
England was going through a bit of a heat wave last week. It's fucking minging. So yeah. But yeah, I'm finally, after a year and a half, testing out Red Dead 2. I haven't even played the first one, so I have no clue what the hell's going on.
He's the last one, Arthur. No more. We need to get those people warm and fed.
At least we don't need to worry about Pinkertons tailing us in this.
A couple more days, we'll be on the other side. You need to help me pick the others back up. You're the only one I can rely on to stay strong right now.
We got fire and shelter. That's a start. And what about the money? Please tell me you at least got the money before it all went to hell on that boat.
We did. It's stashed with the rest of the money in town. It'll be safe for now. But we sure can't go back there to collect it anytime soon.
Oh, no, yeah, don't worry about the other people, just worry about financial problems, yeah.
Hey, I think I see something up the path.
Okay, I'm pressing L2, nothing's happening. Oh, cutscene.
You up ahead. Who's there?
This one's going to be a bit short. This video's going to be short, because I ain't got much time on my plate.
Micah.
All I know is it's
Gentlemen,
1899, it's something
Found
about
anything?
snow and what have you.
Found a little homestead down that way.
Okay. Anyone home?
Sure. Place is blazing with light and noise. Sounded like a party.
Let's go see.
Follow me.
Follow
How's Davey
me,
doing?
partner.
You didn't make it.
This is just
Nor
me.
did little Jenny.
That's too bad. Davey was a real fighter. Both of them calendar boys is, or was.
Yeah,
And Mac, Sean,
we don't know.
quite a business.
This is just giving me.
I'm glad you're all right, Micah.
Always.
Ask him if he's seen John.
Hey, have you seen John, Micah?
Didn't see much of anything once this storm came in.
He hasn't seen him.
He'll be fine. Things always turn out right for that boy.
I hope Mac and Sean are still out there somewhere, too. Hey, Arthur, let me take the rear. You move up.
Coming through.
Okay, go. What are you doing?
You sure about this, Micah?
Mr. Morgan, I never thought I would be so pleased to see your face. Been kind of lonely out here. Where's everyone else?
Old mining camp back up the hill.
Huddled around a fire, waiting for Daddy to put food on the table. I've said it before.
Food on the table.
Too many mouths to feed.
Well, we got a few less now, so you should be happy.
That ain't fair, Arthur.
Oh, shut
I
up.
earn my share. You think it's unreasonable to expect others to do the same?
So, this house. You speak to the people there already?
No. Like Dutch told us. Look, but don't talk to no one. Just following orders. You know me. I'm a good boy.
Right.
So they whipped up some moonshines in the back of their shed, but they didn't get rich, just drunk, and then dead.
How much further?
Not far.
What does that mean?
Not far.
It's not them who has to worry about, it's the horses. By the way, remember when I said that the eyeball, when I stabbed my eyeball, was the worst injury I've had?
Gets right to the bone.
Well, that has been, it's been 2.5 years, but that's finally been overtaken. Because on the 17th of June...
Okay. Let's keep it down now, gentlemen. It's just up ahead.
Snuff and stash those lanterns, boys. Best you two lie low on this.
I had an injury which was even worse than stabbing yourself in the eyeball. But I don't want to get into detail, not because it's true, I swear it happened, but it just involves my genital
Okay.
area.
Let's head down there.
And I don't want to get into that. But anyway, sorry for not talking much, but that's what happens when you play a game featuring cowboys that won't shut up. So yeah, this video was long overdue. This video was supposed to be out like ever since my mum got the PS4, which was on the 2nd of January last year.
Let's hitch up here.
Okay.
Let me
Okay.
handle this. We don't want to spook these fine people.
Anyway. So, that was me testing Red Dead Redemption 2. I was really confused to see why there was 2 discs, but anyway, I had to basically strip the PS4 down because of the space. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked this video, then share, leave a comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. And if anyone out there, excuse me, I had KFC earlier. Let me know why in the comments, and hopefully I'll improve. And if you're new to this channel, or you just found it, feel free to subscribe if you want. I'm Marty. Bye. I will see you very soon. Storytime episode 15 coming next week. Bye. Okay, so saying happy birthday to your mate or someone who you went to college with is one thing, but how about a fucking rapper who makes awesome rap songs and music videos? My music teacher once said, even if you don't like it, you're gonna get at least one person who says that this is well good and inspiring. For those of you who don't know, Loaneski is, well, I just said it, he's semi-famous, and I've listened to all of his songs, including collaborations, and I'm not going to name them all because he's made so many good ones, but my top 3 favourites include Welcome to Babylon, Political Punctuation, and Apple Tree. Even though this is the 3-year anniversary to my first video, that's not important right now. I've actually met Loaneski in person, and he has made lockdown so much more bearable for me. Since he's helped me out so many times, I just thought it's only fair if I do something for him back. So, I'm making a happy 29th birthday Loaneski video. I don't know if he still watches my videos, but you deserve this video, man. Even though it's my first video's birthday as well, that's not important. Happy 29th birthday, Loaneski, if you're watching this. Hope you have a good time despite the fact we're on lockdown. So in my last storytime video, I got a comment from Bulldog Brains, spelled with a Z, 92, and he put, "Keep doing what you do, bro. Your vids actually make me laugh." Double laughing emoji. "Remember what I said Saturday at the party? Without no struggle, there is no progress, bro." Triple bro fist. I'm actually glad I got a comment from someone who was real, because for over 4 months, like since late February, I kept getting comments from bots, and I know this because I wasn't the only one who was getting them. But anyway, hi, I'm Marty, but one time I got called Marty Mule. Haha, very funny. Welcome to episode 15 of this series that I do, Storytime, where I tell you a story that actually happened. However, unlike the channel actually happened. However, unlike the fake channel actually happened that no one should really be following because it's fake, Story Booth is better, that I mentioned all the other times. Don't get me wrong, I am one for letting everyone having stories to tell, but not when they're fake like that channel. I'll be supporting the twats of YouTube, like those really stupid Play-Doh kid videos, or actually happened. By the way, that channel has been banned now, thank fuck. Hopefully people will stop trying to find that channel and switch to real stories that are genuine. I doubt it, because there are a lot of fake story channels. And I'm not one of them, I swear. Anyway, now there's a reason why you shouldn't give that channel time of day. Because you can't, because it's been banned. Yay. You know what I like about YouTube? They banned actually happened. My stories are actually true. I like this series because I'm telling a story that is a piece of my history in my life. His story. So last time I told you about the time I sacrificed a Tekken month video because of how I didn't know I was going to hit 50 subscribers. Maybe that's why everyone calls McFly, because if I could go back, I would fix that. Anyway, if you recall, at the end of that video, I said this. This game is fucking brilliant. That's what my next story time is going to be about. Anyway. So yeah, since we've reached 15 episodes of this series, I'm going to be telling you why you always see footage of this GAM playing for all of them except 1 and 2. No joke, all this messing up a video, smashing your phone, getting embarrassed in front of the girl you like, your mate snapping your earphones, getting food poisoning from Cufferser, stabbing yourself in the eyeball, getting punched in the face, issues with your ex-partners, your first snog and kiss. This is what it's all been leading and building up to. I'm going to be telling you about the time how I was really hooked and to some extent somewhat addicted to the South Park The Fractured Butthole game. And we all know how powerful addictions can be. Some people get addicted to alcohol, some with drugs, others with caffeine. The Powerpuff Girls got addicted to sweets one time. But they're children, so that's normal. Eminem is obsessed with, no, not M&M's, although that would be funny. He's addicted to Diet Coke from fountains, and not the white stuff, you know, the sniffs. Hell, even my big brother Blake, who I constantly bring up.
Who's let the big shit in the toilet?
God's sake, Blake. My brother just came round, we played CTR together. Sounds like something my big brother would do. I'd rather kill myself than fuck a man who looked like Stephanie from Lazy Town. No offense, Blake. But Blake, I know you're watching this, since you really seem to like these storytime videos. You should show that game to your son, because it will stop the nightmares that Sonic.exe has left on him. So yeah, moral of the story, don't break shit. Unless it's your big brother's face. And lo and behold, guess who I see in the lobby? My brother. I tried to text him a picture, but then everyone left the lobby. Everyone got kicked out. But then I saw he was typing as well. That was funny. Plus, I had to go Comic-Con on the 24th with my brother. By the way, Blake, you still owe that Stormtrooper your ID. Say, Blake, if you're watching this, this game is a banger. If you ain't played this, honestly, Blake, you're missing out. He's addicted to breathing. One time, he took a breath. That actually happened. And that singular sentence that I just said is 10 times better than the actual channel actually happened. By the way, he doesn't look like Stephanie from Lazy Town anymore. At least he can have more fun now, like Cortex said. Blondes do have more fun. But anyway, let's start this. Let me start off by giving you a little backstory. On the 30th of December 2013, 2 days before January and a month before February, you know, it's a good thing I don't live in Edinburgh or Peterborough, because otherwise you'd find my accent really annoying. Anyway, that day, my dad gave me South Park Season 17 on DVD, and at some point, while I was watching them, there was a trilogy of episodes about Black Friday. How can a day be black if it doesn't have skin? Moving on, at the end of the third episode of the trilogy, there was a voice saying, "The South Park video game coming to stores soon," along with the actual box and cover. The words "coming," not in that way, "soon," exclamation mark, popping up on the screen. At first I thought it was fake, but, you know, because you know South Park, they like to take the piss. But then I took another look at it, and it actually did look legit. So I asked my mum if I could have it, but it wasn't out yet, so I had to wait till the 4th of March, the next year, till South Park The Stick of Truth came through my post. What was it? Well, it was basically an RPG set in the South Park universe, which contained turn-based combat, while taking the piss out of Harry Potter, Hobbit, and Dungeons and Dragons at the same time. I played it a lot, but because I was only 12, I wasn't very good at it at the time, so I didn't complete it straight away. Plus, I got really put off by that scene where you have to watch your mum and dad fucking each other while you fight gnomes. So, I just left it behind. But then, a year later, on the 15th of June, 2015, a trailer for a sequel called South Park Fractured Bottle was revealed, and it kept coming on the telly as well. It was announced to come out on the PS4, Xbox One, or Nintendo Switch. It contained more characters, more moves, and when I found out that Wendy was going to be playable, that got me more excited, not in that way, because Wendy is my favourite female character in the show. The game was originally meant to come out on the 6th of December 2016, 26 days before January. Stop doing that fucking noise. It's annoying. However, on the 15th of September, 3 months away from the release, it was announced that the game was getting delayed and not to be released until the 31st of March 2017. So now we've got to wait 6 more months. But then, on the 9th of February, my birthday, it was announced that the game was getting delayed again. Just when you thought we only had to wait 1 more month, we now have to wait 8 more. The gap between the trailer and the initial date when it was going to get released, we've gone from 2 to 4 dates. The trailer came out on the 15th of June 2015, and the original release date was the 6th of December 2016, but then was delayed until the 31st of March 2017. And finally, the actual release date, when the game finally came out, and what Google will tell you if you look it up, the game did not come out until the 17th of October 2017. The gap between the trailer and the game's release was 2 years, 4 months and 2 days. That is pure dog shit. from 13 to 15. If I was much older, I could have had 2 kids during that time because of how long we had to wait. And I'm not an idiot. I do know games have to be delayed so they can be fixed, but if you're not sure, or if you're not certain, don't announce it. Hence why I never announce the dates of certain videos. Hell, even this video that you're watching right now, Sunday is my schedule for uploads, and this video was supposed to come out on the 28th of June. But then we had the Crash 4 trailer, and then we had to test Red Dead Redemption 2. Just proves my point, you never know what could happen. But you know what, I'm actually glad I pushed it because of how long this script is. But it doesn't end there. When the game eventually released, I didn't get it straight away. It wasn't until 2 months later, on Chrissy Day 2017, where I finally got the game. And every Christmas I make a video showing what I got, and I did do that for 2017, 2018, 2019, you get the idea, and it will continue for every other year. Anyway, in 2017 Christmas video, link is in the description, I did indeed show off the game, but I didn't play it straight away. It was 2 days later, on the 27th, I made a video of me testing it, another link is in the description. After I made that video, I did continue to play it, but only on some days, because I had other videos to make. Plus I was playing Crash Nitro Kart because I wanted to make a everything I've done on the series on that game. Man, I haven't done one of those in a while. Anyway, on the 12th of January 2018, I was playing it again, and a really cool thing in this game, there's a thing in where you can scan the environment and choose the right buddy power and call depending on what you scan. There are 4 buddy powers that you can call, and each one you have to unlock. And I had already unlocked one, but then I unlocked another one by beating, not in that way, Kyle's mum. Big fat bitch, biggest bitch in the whole wide world. However, after that I turned it off. Not because I was getting bored or anything, no. I can't actually remember the exact reason why I turned it off. The only reasons I can think of is either I wanted to do something else, or my brother wanted to play it, or it was getting late. I do not for the life of me remember. Before I battered Kyle's mum and unlocked the second buddy power, I saved my progress. A couple of days later, on the 23rd of January, I came back to the game, and because I still didn't fully understand how this game worked, on the load save screen, instead of clicking on the autosave file where it saves automatically whenever you do anything, I clicked on my save file that I made by selecting save slot 1, where I left off was the part where I had to collect some cheese off a roof. So I made it, but then I got stuck. Not on the roof, I mean in the game. I was doing everything I could, but the game wasn't having none of it. Turns out, it was because I selected my save file, which I made before I unlocked the second buddy power, and I needed that to get up on the roof. And I was so confused because I thought that the game saved my fight that I did with Kyle's mum, and I didn't know about the autosave feature. So, even after all the tutorials and even looking up a walkthrough, I still didn't take all the information in. And I know that's my fault, but I was 15 at the time, so I just thought, you know what, fuck this, and I never played it again. Even when it was getting updates, even when it was turning a year old, I didn't care because I didn't like the game straight away. I just wasn't feeling it. It wasn't until a year later, on the 1st of April 2019, me and my little brother Fredda, you remember him, he was in the Meet My Little Siblings video, another link in the description, we were scrolling through the games we had on the PS4, choosing and deciding what to play. He spotted South Park and said,
Marty, what's that game?
And after I answered him, he said,
Can I play it?
And because I'm such a nice, kind, sweet, generous, caring, innocent and angel person, so in a fit of fucking rage, I full on threw my phone at the floor with all force. Well, most of the time. I said, okay. I put it on for him, on his profile, and left him to it. But then after a while, when it came to the fights, he kept asking me for help. He was only 6 at the time, and I didn't think anything of it. But when I decided to help him, even I couldn't do the fights. I kept dying and losing over and over again. Even if he collected consumables because he was just grabbing everything he sees. And I was so confused because I was like, I've done all this before. I did all this before last year. Why is it impossible all of a sudden? Made even worse by the fact that I didn't remember a thing about the game or the video that I made about it. Turns out, because we both didn't understand the game, we were both unaware that Freddy didn't sort his artifacts out to make the fights easier, and the fact that the difficulty settings said casual, heroic, mastermind or diabolic. It messed with his 6-year-old mind and didn't know what it meant, so he just picked the default option, which was medium, not knowing what he was clicking on. After I finally realised how to make the fights easier by filling his artifacts and putting it on easy, he was able to get through the fights. He can beat the game on his own so effortlessly now. So now that I was getting the whole gist of it, and starting to get back into it, and having a bit of fun while I was helping Freddy, on the 17th of April, I decided to delete my old save file and start all over again. And that was when it all took off from there. Well, that was when it all started. It took me a week to complete the main story, because even though I knew what I was doing, I still had to look at walkthroughs for whenever I got stuck, because that was my first time finishing the game. But even then, when I did finish it, I couldn't help myself. I wanted to do it all over again. No joke. That was how much I loved this game. Every time I finished, I would just hit new game and restart the whole thing. The amount of times I replayed this game, to be honest, I've lost count a while back. Never mind now. This is why I try to recommend this game to a majority of people that I meet. I discussed it in my college that I go to now. I discussed it in the college I went to before that one. I have replayed this game so many times that I know the cutscenes like the back of my hand, even without subtitles.
This is Big Spender. Hey, beat it, kid. These are my women. What superhero are you? Wait. Oh my god, the mission. My fellow superheroes. I completely forgot. Back away, Temptresses. Mosquitoes knows what you're trying to do. What are you talking about, kid? Raisin Girl, the mosquito's kryptonite. You gotta get me out of here. Well, okay then, here's your bill. Ha ha ha! I think that you tried to charm me. I will not pay this bill. You have to leave a tip, asswipe. They are gonna let us go without a fight, kid. Let's do this.
See? Jimmy, Clyde and Scott Malkinson are my 3 go-to characters, and my favourite fight is the Shub Niggurath, which is weird now because I used to hate that fight. I just love this game so much. It's strange though, because even though it's very similar to Stick of Truth, the only difference being the fact that it was a piss take to DC and Marvel instead, and the fact that you could move around in the combat. Think of it as like a grid-based board game. The only difference this time, it doesn't make you feel bored. I tried playing Stick of Truth, but I just wasn't interested, which was very odd because it's pretty much a very identical game. It wasn't until July last year, the 21st I should say, 3 months after I completed Fractured Butthole, that I finally completed Stick of Truth, 5 years after I got the game. But it was because you had position-based combat, it was why I got so hooked. I could not give a fuck about the walking around, although I do wish it had a run button, unlike this game. The combat was where it was at for me, from the different team members, powers, strategies, artifacts, different fart abilities, summons, and hell, even the consumables that you can craft yourself. The combat made me learn a lot of things, not only for this game, but for Stick of Truth as well, because remember, this is a sequel. And that's the thing with this game, even though it's very simple, once you start you've got a lot to take in, and the time stopping mask is going to make the game feel like Fractured Butthole, another game that I really enjoyed. And even after you finish it, you still have the side quests, kind of like Conquest mode from Mortal Kombat Deception. And yes, the game did have downloadable content, but, or DLC I should say, but as much as I was deeply in love with the game, I still didn't purchase anything, but that still didn't stop me from not wanting to play anything else. And I played the fuck out of this game. I could not put it down. And we all have that one game that we absolutely swear by. Kid Icarus with Crash 3, G-Star 3-1 with Mortal Kombat 2 for the SNES, Squad Jack with Crash Team Racing. And even though I left it a bit late, considering it's going to be 3 years old in October, especially when you consider the fact that all the other YouTubers are playing something else by the time I finally got around to it, I'm actually glad I left it a bit late, because when it first released, it was very glitchy. But thankfully thanks to the updates, it's even more polished than Loaneski's head. And not only did this game get me back into South Park, but it also made me want to watch those superhero episodes as well. And that's how I stumbled upon this song called Superhero by Simon Curtis. I fucking love that song, by the way. This game took over my life for half a year because I was so absorbed. April to October 2019 were completely cut, breezed, and flew by because of how addicted I was to it. November was when that feeling started to subside, ease up, and fade. I took a break from that game for a month until I started to make more storytime videos and I needed to get more footage, and this is where this brings us to now. But hey, just because I'm not addicted to this game anymore doesn't mean I don't play it anymore. I will still play this game if I'm in the mood for it. I still deep down love this game. I watch loads of YouTube videos about it. I watched Caddy's review on it, I watched Completionist review on it, I watched Angry Joe's review on it, Jacksepticeye's whole playlist on it, PewDiePie's whole playlist on it, Darkside Phil, DLC included, in the Littlewood Martin, and yes, with the DLC. Watch Mojo videos on it, Phantom Strider, Mess Yourself. Hell, I even watched Worth the Buy's video on it. But I wish I didn't though, because he gave that game a thumbs down. But I don't care what anyone says, it's worth every penny. And I know it sounds sad, but I actually really thoroughly enjoyed it. Even down to watching it at lunchtime at college with my earphones. I didn't even speak to anyone. One time I was playing it, of course, and I accidentally turned up to college a bit early. So, to pass the time, I watched some more videos on it. Before this all started, my memories with this game were quite minimal. Whenever I would think of memories of this game, I would always think of when I was really into it, because that was when I spent the most time on it. The game got a 96%, 9 out of 10, 3.5 star rating, but if you want my honest opinion, not only do I think it's better than the Stick of Truth, but I also think that it's not liked enough. I'm not saying it's perfect. There were fights that even when I was hooked I still didn't like, and now that I'm not anymore, it just makes those fights even more annoying. But that's what life does to you, even more annoying than they already were. But still, at the end of the day, it's better than something like Fortnite. I will give that game credit, at least it feels like a finished game. But that's the problem, it's because it feels so airtight is why it's an issue. Fortnite? I think that's a typo. I think that's meant to say fresh memes and trends the game. And Karma. From listening to South Park talk about it, to watching Bart and Sonic, hell, even people on adverts do the floss. They've really turned it into a thing for retards who really need to floss their teeth. To all the 12-year-olds who still play that game, you seriously need to grow the fuck up and play a proper game like this, or Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled, etc. You can think of this as a review of the game, but basically what I'm trying to say is, because of the massive impact it's had on me, and the fact that it has an amazing soundtrack and dialogue, South Park The Fractured Butthole is now one of my most favourite games ever made, period. Ew. It's brilliant, amazing, outstanding, phenomenal, funny. It's a must-have game in your collection. If you like South Park, then I'm sure that you will like this as well. And Stick of Truth. It's a game I didn't even know I wanted. That was a mouthful. So, that was episode 15 of Storytime. That was me telling you my little history with this game. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked this video, then share, leave a comment, subscribe, and hit the Fresh Prince of Bell icon. And if anyone out there thinks that my videos are crap, let me know why in the comments and hopefully I'll improve. And if you're new to this channel or you just found it, feel free to subscribe if you want. Now, I am going to say this. These storytime videos have taken a toll on me. So, this is going to be the final episode, because if it was, then I'd be saying, don't go. But this is going to be my last storytime for a while, because I've been doing this since April now. You know, not getting to sleep until 4 in the morning and waking up at midday writing the scripts. I need to get my shit together. And this script has taken me a long time to make. And yes, I did proofread it before you have a go at me in the comments. And season 36 has come to an end. But that's a record. Not only is this the longest running season in this channel, but it's also the season to have the most videos on it. Especially when you consider that before this one was made, it was season 1 And you know, it's been 3 years. I think we need a new one now. This season took place between the 12th of January and 12th of July. But anyway, I'm Marty. Bye. I will see you very, very soon. I'm out. Enjoy the compilations that I'm going to be pumping out after this video. Bye.